Well, while you and your family are hopefully enjoying a happy holiday season, it is not always so pleasant for our pets. Strange people, loud noises this time of year can create a lot of anxiety. Mark Chambord, the owner of K9 Korral, is here with some natural help for our furry friends. And Mark, boy, the worst may be yet to come. New Year's Eve coming up next week. I know the fireworks go off. That makes pretty much even a calm dog anxious.
And about 2 weeks after.
Okay,
they keep going and going.
No, you're right. They do. It's not just one night. I know you have had some success with your dogs with CBD, but first let's talk about what type of damage a dog can do when he gets scared or anxious. What happens?
Well, they get so nervous they don't know, they don't have anything to cling on to, they don't have a person to cling on to. So they need to get somewhere, but they really don't know where they're going to go.
Okay.
So I've had a lot of damage with, personally damage with walls.
Okay.
You brought some images that I know are going to be familiar to some of us as pet owners because we've unfortunately seen this type of damage. That's
a bathroom wall.
Probably just clawed through.
Yeah, first they like to lay in the tub because that's a security spot, but sometimes they get worse when the storm is active or the fireworks are louder.
Okay.
That's a big one, and of course that's could be an expensive repair.
Yeah, absolutely.
For someone that doesn't know.
And can harm the dog too.
Yeah,
I mean,
you think about how the torture they're going through. You know, just being so scared.
Well, I feel for that. Yeah, for that whole thing with just what they're going through and what's going on in their mind.
All right, so, crates. We had trouble with a dog, and again, that can hurt the dog with their mouths, trying to get out of a crate.
That was my Nilla. She's my project. I think that's one of the reasons why she was left, because she had so much stress. Putting a dog in a crate is actually a lot of times their den where they feel safe.
Right.
But when they get to a point where they don't know what to do and they just want to go, this is the cause of what happens then.
They start to break out.
Yeah. This is my Toby in the guest tub. He likes to just chill out when there's a storm. The need for, you know, a CBD or a calming product there, you could use, or it's not that he's desperate to get somewhere. He's just like, I'd rather be here. This is a nice, this would be like in a crate. I'd like to just be here, be mellow, be calm.
So that's a good place then to maybe have
open
him
up
be
the shower
secure.
curtain.
Yeah.
This is my Nilla when she is stressed and she hasn't been medicated. She just gets bug-eyed. She'll chew through a wall, as you see, door jam. And I feel so sorry for her because the only thing I can do is just be there for her. And hopefully I can dose her before the storm, and over the holiday I'll have her storm. This was last year's New Year's Eve. This is where, this was like the next day. Honey looks a little hungover.
A little tired.
A little tired.
Up too late with his buddies.
It's a cute picture, but I know it is a lot on the animals to be that stressed out for an extended period of time.
Well, and you said dose when you were talking about Nilla. So let's talk a little bit about what you dose with. And obviously you can see there that definitely can have a calming effect.
This is where she's actually calmed. And this is the perfect product or the result of using a CBD product. During a storm, you can get a relaxed dog, and if I wanted to get her up and go for a walk, she would just snap up and go for a walk. It's not like she's drugged to where
she's not out of it.
And it doesn't change her personality, which is nice.
Okay, so let's talk about the CBD plant. You tell us that they actually come in male and female varieties. What does that mean?
That's right. Well, the male plant, CBD is derived from the male hemp plant. What happens is the female is the sister, and it has the THC in it, which causes the dog to, or people, change their personality. It gives them that, you know, stuck on stupid effect.
That we don't want. I mean, that's not
I don't
what we're
want that in a dog. I
animals.
want my dog to be as together as possible, so it has the calming effects, and it deals with the 7 receptors in a dog's body. That's why it's important that the CBD is extracted positively with CO2, that's the best way to do it, not with oils, and also that it is full spectrum, so it's made from the whole plant, so it's covering all the 7 receptors that are in the dog's body for inflammation, for pain, because you might be treating one for inflammation and it's not part of the plant that has that.
Okay, that makes sense. And then product-wise, a lot of different options in terms of giving your dog CBD. Let's walk through a little bit what you brought and tell us the positives you like about each one.
For a storm or fireworks. Definitely an oil, which is quicker, right in the mouth, quick as possible, as soon as you think there's going to be a storm. Very effective. One of them is just natural. One's got some bacon flavor, some's got some chicken flavor. Chicken is actually great, or any of the flavors for dogs that won't eat. It helps them eat.
And I see hemp bits. So is this a type of kibble?
Well, it's actually chicken bites.
Okay.
And there's also the sticks on the other side.
Yes.
A full stick is good for a dog, but this isn't something that you want on an urgent basis. This is something you can do to prolong the effect or give ahead of time, like maybe when the fireworks are coming, have your dog have a couple chews before, and then maybe by evening give them some oil so that they have the full effect, so they're really going to be comfortable.
Okay, and then what's in the Red Bowl?
The Red Bull are actual treats, CBD treats.
Okay.
And those are softer and they can be broke up. Usually 1 treat per small dog, 2 treats for an adult. They work well, but you want to keep in mind they have to digest them. So for an urgent, like I said, urgent situation, storm's coming, you hear fireworks, give them the oil.
Okay, but how far in advance would you say for the treats or the chews?
The treats or chews about an hour before.
Okay.
Maybe a little longer.
Before you see the effects?
Yes, just because they're digesting it. The oil within a half hour, as long as it depends upon if they've ate or not before, but it really just is much better to use the oil in a situation, especially for storms.
Perfect timing for information as we head into New Year's Eve. You can get these products at K9 Korral, and of course all your pet needs are covered there. Daycare, boarding, and a really, really great store with some top brands of food, and really my favorite place to buy toys as well. So you can find K9 Korral, srq.com for more information.